I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine! Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Jerry.
Hey, I'm Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hello, friends.
Hello, Brian.
Jerry's not with us again. Sark's still having a baby.
Whoa.
God, it's taking forever.
When's the due date?
It happened, but he's hanging home and being a good daddy.
Oh, what an asshole.
What a dick. Anyway, we've got speaking of being a good daddy, Rhodes wanted to say hi to you guys, so we'll start with a quick word from him.
Action. Hello, Sarah, Blaine, and who else?
Ken?
Ken.
Yep, and Jerry might be there tonight.
And Jerry. Hi.
Do you miss playing Nerd Poker with us?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll come back sometime, though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back sometime.
Oh, cool.
Bye.
Bye. You're the best, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the best.
Yes.
So he hugged me when I was leaving, and or he goes, one more hug, and he came and hugged me, and he goes, you're welcome. And walked away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kid's got a
Little bit
attitude
of
on him.
kind of a dick. But he wanted to say hi.
Oh, well, hi, Rhodes.
Should have him come guest again.
Yeah.
Either him or Vin Diesel, one of those guys.
Sure.
Can we get Vin?
I think Vin's easier to get.
He's easier to deal
Rhodes
with on
has a
set.
bunch of stuff going on. Official donor, David Feig. Thanks, David. We'll send out one of our little excellent in podcast support plaques.
Thank you.
Right? We'll sign it.
Yes, thank
Fucking
you.
shove that in the mail. You
Yeah.
can suck on that and shove it up your...
That's
What?
That's
Wait
the
a minute.
spirit.
What happened?
Use your thought balloon, not
thank
your
you.
voice balloon.
I was in Detroit, and I've talked about this before. Have you been, Ken, ever? To
Detroit?
Detroit?
No.
No?
I don't think I'm happy I haven't. I don't know.
No, but Blaine, when's the last time you were in Detroit?
I did the Comedy Castle in Detroit.
So
and
long fucking time ago.
Yeah, early 21st century.
Okay. It gets a lot of flack, but I really like it. Every time
Yeah.
I've gone.
Right.
I don't
I
mind
went a
Detroit.
couple of years ago. I loved staying there. I was there for a couple weeks shooting a thing, and then the other night I'm there for one night. But it's really cool, and the downtown area, the fact that like 750,000 people left, it's kind of good. Like I wish most
Yeah.
cities
Well,
would
I
have
heard
that.
it's a lot of like artists came in and
Yeah, but like every city could shave off 750,000
Sure.
or a million. Like, see it,
let's
go
see
somewhere
what we
else.
can do about LA.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what? You would like to come to one of my meetings at my compound.
No, I don't mean anything horrible happening. I mean, they all pick up and go somewhere. I don't want them all to die or nothing. You know what I mean?
Godzilla attack might be fun though.
Yeah. But bunch of cool fans. I was at the Magic Bag there, and
I bet you were.
Yeah, that's my second time doing a show there. Fucking Blaine, you got to go back because the comedy crowds are insane. It was so fun.
Yeah,
But,
they were the night I was there. That's for
They're
sure.
actually
Yeah.
insane.
But now they would
They
enjoy.
throw their shit at you.
Now they would enjoy you. Then they didn't know who
Pull
you
their hair
were.
out.
No, they knew who I was. My name was there.
Right.
Yeah, they wrote it down on the way out.
So I've got some cash donors from Detroit from the Magic Bag Show. Mod Orange, a band, not a person. They listened to Nerd Poker. They gave me their CD there, Dusk, and it says "We Love Nerd Poker" on the CD. But they wrote it. It wasn't like printed that way. Anyway, we've got Ken.
Yes.
A dude named Ken, another dude.
Yes.
Gave us money. This one we can't figure out. We all looked at it. Could be Nelly. That was Sarah's
Oh,
guess.
wow, Nelly?
Yeah, we're pretty sure that's not it, though.
Oh.
I thought it was Nabs.
You don't think Nelly listens to this?
Nabs or Nate or Nat or no blah blah blah.
Is it Nub?
We're
Could be.
good.
Oh, is it Nyen Nub?
It could
It
be
is
Neen
Nien
Nub.
Nub.
It's Neen Nub.
It's
Which means it could be any one of a million babies between the ages of 6 months and 8 months.
that's the co-pilot of the
Melting
former co-pilot of
Records.
the Millennium Falcon.
Played by Paul Williams in the movie, by the way.
The guys
Could've
from. The guys from. What? What's happening?
That's my Nyen Nub impression.
Yeah, he was Dumb Donald in Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. I think he played a trombone made out of a Tiffany lamp.
Anyway, the guys from Melting Records. It's a DIY record label from Detroit. Mistakes don't happen. Art does. That's what it says on their card, and they gave me
right.
a nice chunk of cash.
I
Thanks,
like that.
Melting Records. And then Kurt and Rebecca Cunningham. Now, see how they wrote their names.
Completely
Nabs.
clear, legible.
Hey, Nabs. Take a look at
They'll
the way
probably get a
Kurt and
visit from
Rebecca
the
Cunningham write their
FBI for
names.
defacing U.S. currency.
Yeah. Toby, clearly written.
Hi, Toby.
Nerd Poker Rocks, thanks from the Toledo Nerds. Wow.
The Toledo
all the
Nerds.
Toledo Nerds came to my Detroit show. I didn't know. Had no idea.
Jamie Farr with them?
No,
Yeah, Jamie Varr. It was a veritable piece of baklava, sir.
but Mark, Owen, Dave, Tony, and Josh. All the Toledo Nerds.
Oh, that's all the Toledo nerds.
All of them.
Yeah, they're not a lot of nerds in Toledo.
Thanks, guys. This one, Nerd Poker Crew. This is a $5 bill brought to you by credit unions. Need a convenient ATM so you can donate to the show? Too bad. Keep the
What is
funny
happening?
coming, Brian W.
He was doing all that. He was
Thanks,
doing-
Brian.
That's what he wrote. This one.
a lot
You
of
thought I
writing.
was riffing?
Fantastic.
No, it's all written there, very tinily.
I wish I still
Shinily
kept
word?
framed bills. But they're all dollar bills. I'm not going to keep like a 20 and not
Yeah,
spend it.
you need that.
I'm not crazy.
Stuff that came in the mail. I know it's taken forever, but Blaine actually needed more time to roll things up for us. So I'll
Yeah,
go.
man, I'm just checking my PayPal account, seeing what's going on, man. I bid on some old Buck Rogers trivia stuff. I got
a biddy.
Yeah, I got a Starfighter, and I got a official helmet that the guy made out of resin.
We got a letter and a CD from Morbid Eclipse. I'm assuming they're a heavy metal rock and roll outfit with the name Morbid Eclipse.
I've seen
And
the
their
drummer, they're
letterhead.
morbidly
Yeah, and the-
eclipse.
The letterhead.
logo
I love the letterhead.
fantastic.
The Morbid Eclipse
Yeah.
with the weird E's. Well, all the letters are weird. Anyway.
It looks like something from Swan in Phantom of the Paradise.
You can visit them online at Morbidy Thumbnails.
Morbid Eclipse sent us a nice little letter here. Metal from the frozen depths of space. Wow, that's their letterhead. That's the fucking most metal letterhead I've ever seen.
Is it space metal?
In regards to the unfortunate matter of Mr. Martha Mon. Greetings, Mr. Posehn or Martha Mon. This is Zach Friedberg and Andy Hicks of the Southern California-based metal band Morbid Eclipse. You may have heard of us. We have over 100 likes on Facebook. Very funny.
9 of them are from Morbid Eclipse.
That's awesome. We just released a new live demo and included a copy for your listening pleasure. I will listen to
They're
it.
about to get 101 likes on Facebook.
Yeah, please note the last track on the CD, this I love, is titled Vorpal Botch, was written especially
Yes.
for you. After you mentioned on Nerd Poker that Vorpal Botch would make a killer song title, we assumed some metal warrior would immediately jump on the idea. Wondering why an actual song named Vorpal Botch didn't emerge, we took it upon ourselves to create it. In all of its less than subtle Dungeons & Dragons glory, this song embodies the Vorpal Botch. The lyrics are attached on the next page. Did you look them up? That's
Yeah.
them.
They actually have 157 likes. So
All
they're-
right. Wow. Maybe
Very
since
modest.
they sent this. We sincerely hope you enjoy our demo and
Ooh,
would love to hear what you
158.
think about our tribute to the Vorpal Botch. Zach and Andy. When we assemble for D&D, Zach is the mule and Andy is Axel Baxel. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Morbid Eclipse.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morbid Eclipse.
I'll read the lyrics real quick. Are you
May I
ready?
have
Blake?
another? Yeah.
Well, let me...
Wait, you have to sing it.
Yeah.
I don't
You wanna-
know this song. I don't know the
You're
tune.
gonna have to listen to it the next week. Come back and do it in
Yeah.
karaoke.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the karaoke. Wielding steel, a weapon few behold, pay the price if you throw the dice. Roll a one, now it's time to die. Vorpal bot, you paid with your life.
Fantastic.
I'll learn the song and sing it for real one of the next times. How about that?
Love it.
Thanks, Morbid Eclipse.
Metal from the frozen depths of space.
Everybody in Detroit. Morbid Eclipse wasn't. They're from LA. But everybody else that gave me cash in Detroit, thank you. You're fucking awesome. And then I did Pemberton.
Johnny Pemberton?
Yeah, I fucked him.
I don't blame you. He's easy on the eyes. Rowell.
No, it's a music festival.
Again, I've never met her.
Up in Whistler.
Oh, yeah.
You familiar with the area? Whistler, it's up past
Canada?
Vancouver.
That's in Canada, I believe.
Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah, I went skiing
Very
there
pretty.
once. It was crazy.
Yeah, but now it's
Jet
like
skiing?
Just snow skiing.
There's a bunch of Canadian hippies
whatever.
running around enjoying music. It was nice. It was a good time. And Doug Benson says hi.
He always
it's pretty in the summer.
The words Doug Benson say hi.
And then a gift from Patrick Joint. He sent us the book for a new. I don't know this game. Does anybody know this game? 13th Age.
No.
Looks like.
Is it a module or is it a whole new
It's
game?
a whole new. Looks like a whole new
My goodness.
player's manual and everything. A whole new game.
All right, we'll start playing that.
One
It's
of
very
us,
shiny.
One of us will look at this. Hi, Nerd Poker team. I know you're just recovering from an edition change, but I thought that 13th Age might be a great fit for your game. For example, range in combat is formerly near or far. Love the show, Patrick Joint.
I love it. You know what? I haven't heard advice that good since Spike Lee Joint. Oh, for fuck's sake. I got nothing.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I chugged so much
40 acres and
Benadryl
a
on the way up.
boo.
And Loot Crate. Loot Crate is fucking awesome. I did one or two
that's
ads
good
for
stuff.
them, and I'm not even doing ads for them lately, and they're sending me a Loot Crate every month.
It's great because it's like everything you want to get nerdily just comes to your door.
It's pretty cool. You like it? You actually?
Yeah, absolutely.
It
I
seems
don't.
like something
I
you
don't
would dig.
subscribe, but I have friends who do. And
It's fucking cool.
Great.
So this week is Joker themed, and who doesn't love the Joker?
So it's Jackie Joker from the Richie Rich comics. He's a young boy comedian who wears a blazer and white pants.
but they
He's
do
always
like,
trying to crack wise while Richie just throws money in his face and doesn't let him take any home.
they do special edition shirts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like this one combined the art of Loki with Joker, and it's fucking really cool looking.
It's jokey.
Deadpool socks. If you think I'm not going to wear them, you're out of your goddamn mind.
That's perfect.
If you think I'm going to wear them to Comic-Con, then you're fucking right.
I'm going to jerk off into him later.
I'm still going to wear them to Comic-Con.
I'm going to wait till he puts them on.
I'm gonna
Then
wear
I'm going to
them
jerk off.
harder. I'm going to wear them more.
Jerk off on your socks when you're doing a panel.
I'm just going to jerk off.
I'm going to watch you jerk off and jerk off into his socks.
All right. Those are all the donors.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, everybody. I know people that aren't donors must fucking because have people written about that, about how much time I take doing this now?
No, it's entertaining.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're cool and funny.
And then we show previews for upcoming films.
Okay, let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
I loved how you said that. That was my favorite line read.
You have to do that every week now.
Okay, you guys. I don't even know if I can do it again.
I don't think you can recapture that
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
ever
Wow.
again. It was too perfect.
You know what I found out when you said that? I'm a squirter.
Gross.
What?
I've been a squirter since day one.
Day one was your pool boy, right? From the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Madison Square Garden. In our last episode of Nerd Poker, these guys had just sat down. You guys landed in a field, right?
We're preparing to board the rock, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rock was. There were some stewardesses walking up and down the aisles, sort of clearing out baby toys and empty Aquafina bottles, and issues of Spin that people made about a third of the way in, and said, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm just going to read Sky Mall and go to sleep."
So, just a quick question for me. My hit points aren't all back yet, right? I mean, with
You
the
guys,
last I wrote down, I was
you know,
at
you guys,
6 of 10.
You guys can hang out for a little while.
But the last we left,
No,
the
yeah,
rock
you
was
still
just
had
coming.
you had some still to get back,
Oh,
and then
okay.
we had agreed that it was possible. And we were going to, I think, take off on the rock, not wait here for more days. though,
Okay.
because there was a
Maybe
chance.
kind of hang out in orbit a little bit.
Yeah, there's a chance. We're traveling pretty far, right? So
Okay.
there's a chance that you can
don't
reclaim
know.
them as you
Okay.
yeah, that's
as
right,
we
that's
fly.
right.
All right, let's try that.
I don't.
Where
I don't
are we
remember
going
exactly.
to
but-
some rainbow colored land or something? Or
So you guys know that that there's a place that just has every color in all the lands. That something happened there. It's very strange, but different colored gems and rocks and things from these areas have been filtered out and all over the world, and you know that they have different sort of properties and people. People have beliefs about them and stuff like like for instance, you remember when you were in the this monastery and the colors were coming down from the windows.
Yeah.
I think Brian, since you grew up there, all of you would probably know that the color was coming down from stones that have been gathered from this place, this continent where everybody wants to go, because the whole planet is a hellhole except for this one continent of all these colorful rocks. I know it sounds very materialistic, but the rocks are good. And
it sounds very My Little Pony-istic.
It is. Well, I don't know if it's very My Little Pony. I always think it's more Galaxy Rangers. I came from a Galaxy Ranger.
Rainbow
Friendship is
Bright.
magic.
Yeah,
Right.
your friendship's magic. But it's nobody knows where the. All you know is that the rocks and all the colored things that are all over the world. They all have properties, but they're not from this planet.
Gotcha.
They're not from this world. I don't want to say planet, so it sounds too sarky. But while you guys are waiting for the rock to circle, I guess what I would think that the rock would convey to you before he lands or she lands is just to get a little food, a little fuel up, maybe.
I like food.
Yeah, we were eating the roasted pig.
Boulette.
Yeah, the Bulette, which is
Bulette.
which is delicious. It has a gigantic apple in it, and a
Nice.
screaming face, luau style. And the rock goes away and eats some cattle and horses and stuff. Sort of gets prepared for this flight. So give yourselves another hit point, I guess, while the rock goes out and does stuff. And while that's happening, also. You guys kind of filter through this big bag of stuff that you grabbed that was in those big braziers, those big woks that the skeletons were going to drain and sacrifice. So what you find a bunch of stuff like coins that just they might as well be Canadian. They look like they're worth something, but you don't know where they're from or what they are. Because this rock would bring back bodies and treasure from all over the region, so it's just random stuff. But the skeletons had gathered it and were using it to either pull the energy out of it or using it as an offering. But you find the first thing that you see is just a ball, maybe the size of a baseball, perfect crystal.
So a crystal ball.
Just a perfect, yeah, I guess you could describe it like that, a crystal ball.
Is it a color, transparent, translucent?
Just completely, just like labyrinth style.
Got it.
Completely clear, might as well be a bubble. Sometimes you can see things in it, sometimes you can't.
I'm going to make lots of money out in front of the Chinese.
How do we?
so I'm gonna keep. I'll write all these down and then.
Yeah, and I'm going to assume that that most of it you would be able to kind of figure out what it is. Some of the stuff you're going to have to maybe use to figure out how it works.
Is this?
This is a basketball.
Baseball.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice try.
It shatters on the ground as I commit to the joke. Just kidding. I didn't actually do it. Okay, what's next?
There's a JanSport backpack. It looks like it probably was a kid touring Europe or something.
Weird.
And his parents had loaded him up with a couple of vials of fluids. There's a red fluid that
Blood. It's got to be
Can
blood.
we not use the word fluid? Is there like a
Fluid.
Even like a
well,
liquid?
these are potions, I guess.
Okay.
Liquid?
Yeah,
liquid.
liquid. They're
Liquid.
like there's a 1 loco, a 3 loco in them. You see one.
Extrusions.
Yeah, there's one that looks red, almost like cherry juice. It's not blood, but just like a red fluid.
Drink.
You see one that's a blue fluid, and there's a there's a red X on the side of the vial,
Okay.
or
Extract.
maybe a cross. Who knows?
Seepage.
And there's also a vial with a clear fluid, and it has a red S on the side.
Yes.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
Okay.
But I'm not writing the word down.
Fluid.
Stop.
FLUI.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a red S on that
A
one?
red
Let me
S
make it
on
sound very,
Gotcha.
So
very
you've
fluid.
got a blue fluid, or no, I'm
Fluid.
sorry, a red fluid. You've got the clear fluid with the S on it, and you've got the.
It's like you're doing it
How
on
about-
purpose,
how about
but I know
liquid?
that you're not. I know that you're not.
Liquid is liquid better.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying fluid. Okay, but yes.
Please don't say moist.
Yeah, I don't mind moist. Everyone hates moist. I don't care.
Don't like moist.
But fluids
What
are
about
bodily.
moisture?
Delightful. Love it. We need some. We're in a drought.
There's a
I blame Nestle.
there's a ring,
What?
and
Nestle's taking our
the
water.
ring sort of looks like it's made of sort of snake. Do you know, you know how the underside of a snake, the scales all sort of just go in a, like aluminum siding almost.
Okay.
It looks like it just kind of goes around and around and around, almost like armored
shingles.
like armored plates,
Oh, okay.
but like little armored plates. So there's a ring that looks like that.
My mom had that.
My
There's
sister had
a
It's terrible.
you find
Not
it.
that bad.
There's also a dagger, which looks very nice. There's and like I said, there's other there's necklaces.
dagger,
and,
parentheses. Nice.
Yeah. There's you find another bag, and in this bag there's a bunch of it almost seems like marbles, but they're little black marbles.
Bag of black balls.
Yeah, bag of black
Marbles.
balls. And there's 13 of those.
Dun, dun, dun.
So there's 13 black marbles in a bag.
like
There's
it.
also another bag that's there that almost it looks sort of like a duffel bag.
How many bags?
It's not really.
So many
It's almost like
bags.
Does this bag have more balls in it?
no. This bag is ballless. This is a ballless bag.
Sounds like a bag I know.
So it's just kind of hanging there. And there's also you noticed this hug that there's it looks almost like a wand of some sort
Oh.
because it's a wand. And there's also a quarterstaff in there. It's not long. It almost looks like like those lightsaber toys where if you swing it hard enough, it would fly
Snap
out.
out, yeah.
So it looks like kind of one of those, but it's a weird quarterstaff. It looks like it was carved. It's really intricate, but it looks like you could probably maybe do some shit. So I don't know if there's any quarterstaff using people in here. And you also see that there is there's a crossbow, a little hand crossbow in there.
Okay, I'm definitely taking that.
And this little hand crossbow comes with it almost looks like a bracelet, and the bracelet has 6 little arrows around it. Little small
Pretty.
arrows that look perfectly sized. So, and that's
Hand
that's
crossbow
pretty much
with
it.
6-bolt bracelet.
Yeah. There's also it looks like
bag.
there's a giant sort of like a cloak, something big. It almost like one of those Australian outback coats. It's just for a fucking big, huge dude.
Like the Long Riders had.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my size.
Yeah, exactly.
A duster.
Big,
Yeah.
huge coat.
It's also known as a Klebold.
What happens when I put it on?
You put this jacket on, and you notice it kind of like sort of kind of hugs itself to you a little bit. It feels like it just fits really well, like almost like an old pair of jeans or something. And you also notice that that it's sort of protective. That it's almost like a motorcycle leather kind of thing. Those guys that have the plates
Does
in
that
it.
change
So
his
it's nicer than the
AC?
leather trench coat I was wearing.
Yeah.
Does it change his AC? Would he know that? How does he mark that?
Well, I don't know. I
I think you would assume it might, but not no
Okay, make
specifically.
sure you write it down that you have a soft, hugging.
Bitch in armor
Yeah.
coat.
Now, was was that leather that you were wearing before? Was that magical?
No, but it was just from Wilson's at the mall.
Well, you should try to sell it on Etsy. It'd probably make
It didn't have fringe, did it?
fucking sweet coin.
It's too bad.
It wasn't lined either. It was cheap.
Did it have the zipper thing where it had like a furry line that you could zip into it when it gets cold?
Nope.
Because that would help sell it at Wasteland.
I want to take a look at that magic wand and the dagger. If there's anything interesting about those two things.
Okay, well, one thing that you notice about the dagger is
It's nice.
yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a nice dagger.
All right.
It's very simple, and if you kind of swing it around, it almost looks like, you know how sometimes you do the thing where if you hold a pencil in the middle and you sort of shake it limp, it looks
That
like
is so weird.
Many daggers?
it looks like the pencil is sort of
Rubbery?
sort of
Bending.
rubbery.
It's like a rubber pencil.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
But this is like whenever you flash around, it almost looks like this dagger gets super long, almost like a Chinese yo-yo.
Cool.
But it's never. But when you actually stop and look at it, it just looks like a dagger.
I think I should get the dagger and the crossbow if that's cool.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I'm a backstabber and I want a bracelet of bolts.
All right.
I'm
Hot Topic
I'm not
style.
into name calling, but okay.
Because there was a quarterstaff for you or something, and
I'm thinking that's
some potions,
Winter.
and
And
there's
the
some
wand.
the crystal ball,
Anything
all
about
that
that
stuff. You
wand?
can.
Yeah. There's also the ring.
the arrows. Was that no? That's the ring with the.
Yeah, it looks like
With
it
the
has
armored plates.
Yeah.
Look like little. Yeah, it has little plates around it.
Can
Okay.
I try
Cool.
that on? Do you want that ring? Or?
No, you can have that because I already have a ring. It makes
Let me
things
try that
float.
on. See if that ring does anything when I try it.
Okay. You turn it on, and you're instantly transported to Arnold's, where you're a busboy.
Weird.
No, I'm kidding. It just you feel you don't really feel anything. It just it feels like your clothes are cleaner, if nothing else. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Definitely does not.
Yeah.
It's a Chinese laundry ring.
Yeah, and at every day at 2:30, you get a +3 bonus to attack.
Jesus Christ.
What? Did you see Zero 230 about the Pakistani dentist? Ladies and gentlemen, send your cards and letters to Brian Posehn.
Hey, no.
Care of
I don't-
Maine.
He made us say those things.
Explains computer humor. Whatever.
So I'm trying to find
That's gonna be great. When you
best
find
way
it.
to describe to describe your armor here.
That shirt fucking gives me the creeps, Kenny.
Every time I see it reflected in my car window, I jump.
Oh Jesus, I bet.
My own shirt scares me.
What is it?
It's that face.
It's
from
the flash face from The Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Oh God! I didn't even want to know that. Now it's scaring me. Before it wasn't.
And now you can
Roll
just
this.
stare at it all
Stop
the time.
it! Come sit next to me so I don't have to look at it.
It's a
Blaine
lovely
told me
lady
to
named
roll
Eileen
something.
Dietz.
I'm gonna roll it. It's a 6-sided. That's what. Oh, 2.
All right. Basically, what this is it's just +2 armor, and it's let me see if I can do better. This is a +6 armor.
Nice.
DM. Oh no, it's +3. Sorry, it's +3.
You son of a.
That's
Sorry,
a lot.
I don't have my glasses
Yeah.
on. This is +3 armor that just looks kind of like you're hanging out in it. It's very. It looks like clothing, but it.
That's my leather jacket, the new one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's sort of shoulders down to your calves, I guess.
Oh wow.
Like a long jacket. So,
Cool.
but it operates.
What does that
as-
do to my armor class?
It's I would consider that.
You were at a 10 before. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a 7, and then let's see what this is.
I like my new jacket. Take that, Wilson Leather. Are they still around?
Wilson Leather. Last time I saw Wilson Leather, it was talking to Tim Allen over a fence in the backyard. Hey, while everybody Googles the words Tim and Allen, I'm gonna we're gonna take a little break and be right back with more Nerd Poker after this. What the fuck was that all about? Jesus Christ! Back to one, everybody.
Can we clean the barf out of Brian's beard?
Just got fined by the Spork Union.
What?
So basically, let me clue you in on what those potions were. The red one is a potion of speed. We're gonna save you guys a little trouble, so you don't have to waste rounds and rounds and rounds of figuring shit out. We'll assume that everything has standard colors. The clear, what is it? The blue fluid with the red X on it. That's healing.
Yeah.
That's a potion of healing. Might even be the extra healing. I'm not sure. And the potion with the clear fluid with the red S on it. That's a little thing called superheroism.
Whoa.
Not to be confused with super heroin, which is a teaspoon
really
of
fucking-
Courtney Love. Yeah.
Makes you just say, what the fuck? Who cares?
WT Friday. Brian, of course, is wearing the armor of blending. If you want to nerd out and look this shit up in your Dungeon Master's Guide at home.
It means he can make amazing cocktails.
Scale mail. Look that up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically it's going to be treated as scale mail, but it looks basically just like like Rick Overton just got off his Ducati. If you're it's sort of like he looks sort of like a giant Danzig, which would be, I guess,
understand that.
so a giant Danzig would be, I guess, a
Rick
Danzig.
Overton would understand.
Yeah. This is a
would be-
coat and leggings and perhaps a separate skirt of leather covered with overlapping pieces of mail. Oh, well,
You're wearing a
that's-
skirt.
So it's
Tee-hee.
armor class 5 for
Oh.
scale.
Yeah,
Holy
and
crap.
it's also got a +3 bonus.
See, but
so.
that can't
So
be
it's
right.
2?
2, he can't have it. Right? Is that right?
Sure you can.
Man, he's not going to be. It will be impossible to hit him.
That's okay. He's only got like 2 hit points. How many
Yeah.
hit points do you have? Like 6?
10.
10? All right. You might need those. Lyra found a little hand crossbow with a holster with 6 little arrows in it. It also looks like you would be able to fashion your own little arrows if you needed to, because you're smart and you sort of sit down and kind of diagram the arrows, measure them and stuff.
you.
I'm going to give you a little credit.
What's your intelligence?
Finally, my
Winter
intelligence or Lyra's?
Lyra's.
Winter has one of those.
14.
Very good.
Has a piece of wood that looks. I don't know. Just,
Quarterstaff?
Yeah, a little quarterstaff. It's very small, but when he swings it correctly, it's sort of like a tiki version of Darth Maul's double lightsaber. You can swing that around. Hug Denning has a wand, and he's discovered that there's little buttons on the bottom of the wand,
Ooh.
and they provide various different types of light.
Oh, interesting.
You don't want to really
Illusionary light?
Yeah, illusionary light. Some of it is very focused, like a flashlight. Some of it is wide, like it illuminates a room. There's other buttons on there that you don't really... They look bigger. You don't want to try them because you're worried that this one might have charges to it. You don't want to waste any charges. But you're just assuming that there's various forms of light that come out of this wand.
Okay, right.
And there are 5 buttons on this wand. There's also an empty bag that looks like a big empty sort of a dice or duffel bag.
Empty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Winter takes
Probably
I'm
put
gonna.
a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, Winter takes a look inside, and it looks like he's looking into Carlsbad Caverns.
Oh, so is it something? Is the bag is something you could hold things?
Yeah,
in?
it's like a.
Would you say it's a bag of holding?
Well, you know what? When you look
Every
inside,
bag's a bag of holding. I mean, every
okay.
bag holds something.
when you look inside, you see the opening credits of that guy floating in the pool of Sunset Boulevard. So it's at least a bag of holding.
Oh, no.
And you also have a small bag. You have a small
You
bag.
mind your own business. You leave my small bag out of this.
Wait,
Small bag, giant nuts.
That's what they say about Brian.
Yeah.
it's all in your album, The Ballad of Tom Chode. You've also got a bag that has 20 little black marbles in it. And you're a barbarian, and you saw a dude once when you were younger get into a fight with a guy, and he pulled out one of these little marbles and he threw it at him, and it blew the guy's arm off.
Yeah, I think they're grenades.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're little tiny mini grenades.
Can I take them? How many are left?
No, well, you just know what they are. There's, there's how
know
many
what
did
those
I say?
are.
There's
13.
13 of those in this
I know
bag.
what those are.
Yeah.
I saw them. A guy blow up once.
Yeah, and
Lost his arm.
and Hug Denning grabs a crystal ball about the size of a baseball, labyrinth style, and it's just sort of like you like it. It's very nice. And you wish you would have had one for years.
And also that ring.
Yeah, the ring. So, so you guys are kind of set. The The Rock is going to be back here in a few minutes because you can smell what it's cooking.
We said that we wouldn't make that joke again.
I wasn't.
Oh, actually, we said we would.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We said both. So
We said we wouldn't, but we knew we would.
If there's one way I could describe what's happening to you now, it's that you smell what The Rock is cooking.
The Rock's cooking something?
He is. Rock's cooking something. It's going to be wonderful, I guarantee. By the way, if you want to see what Ken Daly is cooking, why don't you Google McDonald's? Go to YouTube and Google McDonald's Shamrock Shake.
Oh, Jesus.
And you'll see a young Ken Daly in a McDonald's commercial selling Shamrock Shakes. His shirt says, "Kiss me, I'm Irish."
It's true.
Makes me happy. I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Is that true? Is it on YouTube?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely true.
Yeah, yeah.
But is there more than one, though?
I think you Google Mint Sunday, you get directly to it.
There you go. I was gonna say there might be more than one.
Pretty good.
Do you know any other child actors? Besides Robbie Riss, everybody knows Robbie Riss.
Touch with? I'm trying to think.
Then what good are you?
Did you know Robbie Riss back then?
No. I've known him on and off here and there,
over the years.
Do you know Rodney Allen Rippey?
I know of him.
Do you know Mason Reese?
I don't know Mason Reese. I also know of him, Smorgasbord in a Can.
Yeah, I met Mason Reese at I hosted a show called Puppet Terror at the Key Club back in like early 2000s, whatever. I sprained my foot in my Beatle boots backstage, but I met Mason Reese downstairs backstage, and I just remember going, "Are you Mason Reese?" And he went, "Yeah."
Hard to mistake him.
Very hard to mistake him. He looked better than I'd heard. I'd heard he was walking on two canes. He's a redheaded kid back in the 70s who talked like this, and he did these Underwood Deviled Ham commercials. And there was he co-hosted the Mike Douglas show one week.
Yeah.
And Mike Douglas had Harry Chapin, who was going to sing "Cats in the Cradle," the saddest song if you have a son.
Yeah.
And Mike Douglas
Or a heart.
said, "Yeah, or a heart." And Mike Douglas said Harry Chapin was going to sing that song, and Mason Reese started crying and he was like, "It's okay, it's okay." And Harry Chapin had to explain to Mason Reese it was going to be okay.
Oh,
Wow.
my God,
Fucked
that's
up.
terrible.
Google Mason Reese. He was like a huge
Google
child
everything
star.
you just said,
He was a guy that kind of looked like he had something wrong with him, like a lot of the child actors. Of that time.
Yeah.
Like
Because it made him cute. Moosey Dryer. I remember Moosey Dryer.
He looked like a Cabbage
sorry, you
Patch
guys are
version of
just
Danny
making-
Bonaducci.
No, but
Mason
Webster,
Reese
Moosey
and
Dryer.
Moosey Dryer.
Yeah.
and
These are not
Webster,
real.
but Webster, the Webster kid, what was his real name?
Emmanuel Lewis.
Emmanuel Lewis. He had the tiny thing.
Now we're getting to the 80s, so I'm
Well,
recognizing
70s and 80s.
some
Yeah,
people.
but for some reason, why was that they would
It's
kids
like
that had something wrong with
well, it's
them?
because
like,
they would look small and they would have big heads.
But you
and the
also
camera
look
would
young for a long time.
Yeah, they would look
Yeah.
young for a long time.
I saw
So
I saw
weird.
Gary Coleman in person. He did Mad TV once,
Yeah.
and he looked like it was freaky. He looked like a Franklin Mint model of himself, like a perfect miniature human, like a small person, but he was like. He looks normal, but he's small. It was unsettling. It wasn't like a dwarf or a little
No,
person.
You would think
little-
he was far away,
he's
and
just
then you'd
himself.
be like, he's right on top of you.
I saw him walking across a lot
and then
one
his
time.
bodyguards get him off of you.
I saw him walking across a lot one time, and I was so delighted that I could not stop laughing. I was just like, it's Gary Coleman! And he's a little tiny.
And he loved it when you laughed at him.
Yeah.
When you looked at him and started
though.
laughing.
That's the weird thing.
Yeah.
And then I punched him.
But you know what was weird is I met Vern Troyer, and he's like 6'4".
that guy
Are we
was-
back? Hey, we're back.
That tiny guy from Dr. Moreau. It was like the size of a magazine. They had him actual size.
Size of a magazine?
Actual size picture of him in a magazine. So you opened the 2 pages of a magazine.
Wow.
Yeah,
and that was actual size.
Dude's name. What was that dude's name?
Something strange. Pedro Calimbo.
I voted for him in high school. Back with that Mormon. Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Anyway, little people.
Okay, are we
I
back?
saw Randy
Hey, we're
Newman
back.
at Pemberton Music Festival speaking of little people, short people.
They've got no
He
reason
still
to
hates
live.
them. He still thinks that they have no reason to live.
He gave me
50
some
years later,
pamphlets
40
and hold
years
up on
later.
it. Yeah.
He's playing a character when he sings that song that hates short people.
All right.
Are we back?
And then he
Yeah,
loves
sure.
it.
We've been back this whole time.
All right, we're back.
so
It turns
back.
out Bruce Willis was a ghost. Caller, are you there? All right, we're going to Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie, you're live.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I was kind of hoping somebody was going to be Poughkeepsie there. 'Cause
Oh, hi.
Poughkeepsie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm live.
Poughkeepsie, what do you think about this whole thing about kettle cooked chips going public?
Oh, I wasn't aware. I was calling about something else.
What were you calling about?
I want to get a pizza.
Oh, yes, and? Freeze. Dentist.
Nerd poker / terrible improv.
Yeah, by the way, come see Nerd Poker live at IO West on Tuesday. There's no parking and it's $400 to get in, and there's no drinks. Get out. Hey, are we back? We're back. You guys are waiting for this The Rock to come in. They finished cleaning the aisle. They've started boarding. First, they're going to board platinum members and first class kids with people with kids.
Kids with people.
You see nobody there.
Okay.
There's just like a couple of European kids texting. They look like they smell weird and they're waiting to get on, but they're going to try to get onto the rock in front of you guys.
They're not riding my rock.
But they call, okay, now boarding business class.
Oh, I'm business class.
All right, so Dad gets on.
What are we doing?
I was literally, I
now,
was like, I can't.
Boarding zone 1.
Can I get on?
Everybody
the
in zone
damn
1.
rock?
Zone 1.
Yeah, that's all of us.
You did that.
Okay, you guys are on. You're all on the rock. The rock lands. You guys all get on the back of the rock.
We didn't land on the rock.
Let's take a look at that clip. That was gorgeous. Hey, so you guys get on the back of the rock, and Lyra,
Yeah.
you've got the you have the conch, as
Right.
it were.
And the con.
You're wearing the tiara that gives you the rock in picture in your brain that lets you see what the rock is seeing,
Fucking yes.
and you sort of have a little connection with this rock.
Fucking yes.
It's
like-
a tiara that controls a bird.
Yeah. So you're all on the back of this bird.
Where we
And,
going?
So we're going to the land of colors that is a continent far away where the police will no longer be chasing us. And all our dreams will come true.
I love it.
Sounds good.
You see in your head the rock kind of does the weird push in pull out Chinese zoom. The whoa.
Sure. Brody on the beach.
Yeah, and the rock kind of
So does a vertigo zoom.
Yeah, Chief Brody, not Brody Stevens, right?
No,
Not Birdie
Stevens.
from Homeland.
it was originally used in the film Vertigo. and,
818 till I die.
What's his name? Look down the stairs.
Oh yeah, and Vertigo. Oh, we watched High Anxiety. Vera had never seen High Anxiety.
Yeah.
We watched it last week.
If you love me, baby, tell me loud, loud.
And Dick Van Patten dying in a fucking Chevy Vega.
God, I haven't watched that movie in forever.
It's really good. Madeline
Yeah.
Kahn's in it.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does actually.
definitely.
Cool.
You get no food.
Okay,
just-
so we're on the rock.
Yeah.
You're on the,
Guys.
you're on the rock.
We're on the rock.
Nick Cage and Ed Norton or Ed Harris Jr. are coming at you. And there's a lot of explosions and CGI. What are you going to do? Go. I'm kidding. You're on the back of the rock. You guys start taking off. You extinguish your stuff.
Totally put my stuff out.
Yeah. You sort of you're starting to watch an episode of Big Bang Theory, and then it pauses
No,
as
I
you guys
didn't.
climb to a cruising altitude. of just high enough to go, holy shit, I hope we don't fall off this rock. You're sort of holding onto these feathers, but you're relatively safe. And you start flapping, getting higher and higher and higher. You see the continent getting smaller and smaller below. You see the mountains below you kind of start. You just look like you're flying across the country. You see the Athkar Noir or the Akhtar Noir, the weird mountains that you were in. When you get up high, it almost looks like the feathered part, the fletching in the back of an arrow. It kind of looks like that, and you see that the continent that you've sort of grown up on almost looks like an arrow, and it's pointing. The rock is just sort of flying directly over this thing. On either side of this arrow, you can see the sea. You can see islands and stuff, different continents and everything. But and you might know what these lands are. You might have heard of them, just different places. It might as well be Greece and Crete and Indonesia and stuff like that. But you know that where you're going is this land where everybody in the world wants to go, where all the colors are, where all the action is.
Where everybody knows your name.
Everybody knows your name. Everybody yells Norm when you land and tries to kill you. So you're way up there, and the rock keeps yelling Atreyu and then looking back going, huh? Huh? Come on. You saw it, right? Because the rock is a kidder. Have you seen him in Tooth Fairy?
Yes.
All right, good. So that's it. You guys are up there. You sort of realize that you're going to be up there for a little bit, and you might want to set down. You might want to not stay up there for more than, I don't know, maybe it's like driving. You're not going to want to be up there for more than 8 hours at a time because you're going to get very tired. The rock's going to want you up there.
Yeah, let's get some food for him or something.
Yeah, you're going to want to stop, maybe pull over and hit it in and out or something.
Yeah. All right.
So, but anyway, you're up there. There's really, you guys have sort of secured yourself, ropes and stuff, so that you're not going to fall off. And it's absolutely beautiful. You're having a wonderful time.
Love it.
Taking some pictures. You're tagging yourself in photos and stuff. So you guys, you see the sun start to go down wherever the sun is, and this planet is kind of over off to the right, maybe, because you guys are sort of heading west, but also southwest. And the rock starts to get tired. You can tell the rock is getting a little tired. Rock's getting a little hungry. And you can see the picture in your picture starting to scan the ground for cattle and animals and stuff like that. So you know that it's time basically to kind of land and maybe set up some camp.
Cool.
Okay.
So that's it. So you guys land. It's very nice. Flight attendants, prepare for arrival cross-check.
Okay, let's take a quick break now that we're landing.
Nice. I'm going to check my messages. All right, and we're back. During the break, Brian ate a Corvette and won his viewer at home $47,000. So congratulations to Milt Frankney of Utica. Am I pronouncing that right? Utica.
No, Utica.
No, Utica. Anyway,
You're a morning radio show.
Congratulations, Brian.
I don't want to work. Just want to bang on my drum all day.
Boing. We're going to go Sarah Gazzardo with the traffic in the Saracopter.
Fucked up.
That's I came in here this morning traffic.
Statutory rape.
Whoa, don't get Jezebel.com on us. It's a caller there. Hello, Brian. Brian Posehn, you're on the air live with Toilet Joe and the Sloppies.
I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too. Anyway, overthrow the government. We'll be right back with more. For fuck's sake. Have we started? Are we back? All right, we're back.
So where did we land?
You guys landed. Basically, it was starting to become sort of evening-y, maybe 4 or 5 in the afternoon. You guys
Magical.
land. You see that you're kind of at the bottom of this continent of where you are. I mean, it's not like a perfect arrow shape, but it's a pretty. It just looks like you're on a weird arrow shaft that kind of goes into the sea a little bit. So you've landed here. There's it looks pretty normal. Foresty. There's some clearings and stuff. It looks like there's plenty of fresh water. If you guys maybe want to, you can see that maybe a kilometer in any direction, there's going to be a coastline. It's like, big cliffs and stuff, rocks. I mean, not dangerous or anything. And you can see the sun setting across the sea way off in the distance. It's very impressive. You've never been this far southwest before, to the very end of this continent where you guys all are from. And you know that across the sea is where all the colors are from. And sometimes when the sun is setting, you can see a reflection of colors on the clouds and stuff. So it's almost
Pretty.
it's almost like Hollywood talking to some hick.
Let's set up camp.
That was good for some dead air. Can we get another 10 minutes of room tone, please?
Okay, quiet, silent.
Quiet. All right, room tone, everybody.
Let's set up camp.
Yeah, let's set up
take some
camp.
watches.
You guys are gonna set-
Watches.
All right, cool. You guys sit down, and the rock kind of gives you a nod and just takes off. Goes out in search of food and stuff.
Dude,
Say hi to
cool.
kids.
Yeah, and you also start to see that the rock is thinking about its baby rocks.
Right. I was
more-
going to say,
more and more.
I asked the rock again to send me mental pictures of its kids so I can ooh and ah over them.
Well, if you just sign up to get in its Facebook circle, it'll just send you that stuff.
I know, but we got
automatically.
the sweet Tiara connection. I don't need no Facebook.
It's like DMing. You're DMing this rock. So the rock takes off and goes and gets some stuff. You guys set up camp. What are you going to do? You know that you really don't have a lot of. You might be a day or two in the air. You don't have a lot of food. You might want to go and gather some food and water and stuff.
A little
Cool.
night hunting.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Is it night?
Yeah, it's not night yet. You
Yeah.
have a few hours of daylight left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So,
Oh, you know what? Actually, finally, I'm going to remember that I have a set snares proficiency.
Ooh.
And I'm going to go ahead and use that to
All right.
There's some
set
traps around the camp.
some motherfucking snares.
Alrighty.
Okay.
all right. So, Lyra's going to set up some
Do you want me
snares.
to tell you? Do I need to tell you anything about how that works, or do you just want to?
No, I kind of trust.
Okay.
You'll set up some stuff, like a box with a string and a stick and a big piece of cheese under it. And the cheese will have like a little cheese smell that'll come off with little fingers at the end that'll sort of like beckon
I always fall for
rabbits to come over.
Ooh, I
Every
can also
time
set
I
a
fall for
man
that.
trap with my set snares proficiency.
Oh, what?
I can set a man trap.
Ooh.
That's how it's described.
The Star Trek
And Lyra's
episode
like-
with the salt vampire.
So basically what you're saying is you're more of a Samantha.
What the hell just happened?
God damn it. This ain't Toby Keith. What channel is it? So Lyra's setting up some snares. Hug, what are you doing?
I think maybe the three of us should set out and do some hunting, unless it's going to not take you very long to set the snares, and we can all go together. I just
No, it's going to take a while because I'm setting
All right.
lunch. So
shall we? Let's leave.
it's about an hour per snare.
Maybe we'll leave Winter with you.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Winter
Just
hangs
so
out
your
with Lyra.
back's protected.
And Dag and Hug venture out into the woods to go hunting in the worst episode of Boy Meets World ever. So you guys kind of head out into the forest. It's not a dangerous wood. It's not Blair Witchy or anything. Looks pretty lush. You see various berries and things. You've brought the bag with you, so you can just sort of
Run up that bag.
throw stuff into the bag. And you also hear some babbling brooks and things because you know that when you were landing, you saw some waterfalls. You know that there's brooks and stuff. So you fill up water skins, all that sort of stuff. So anything you guys are doing in particular?
Looking for animals to hunt. Perhaps some fish in the stream. Some deer
Yeah,
venison.
looking for trails in the bushes.
All right.
Little footprints.
Thinking if I have
Can
any
follow and murder them.
Okay.
hunting and trapping.
Dag, you start to you see you know that there's got to be like delicious monkey rabbits and there's also
Monkey rabbits.
there's probably a possum deer around here. You know that there's just all sorts of delicious little, not dangerous huntable animals. There's elabridges, there's snipes. There's there's the most dangerous game, man, which is like a giant guinea pig sized thing that runs around. I don't know why people called it man. It's weird and very confusing. But there's those things around. So you basically kind of running around. Why don't you roll 3 20-sided die?
Me looking at my dice is brought to you by...
Brought to you by...
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck
do you-
yourself.
GFY.
When you can't think of anything else to say go fuck yourself.
Side effects of go fuck yourself may include fucking yourself and going to fuck yourself. If your fucking yourself lasts longer than 4 hours, go fuck yourself.
Oh, wow.
Sound like a drum
It
circle.
did pretty good.
What was that?
2 18s and a 15.
Wow.
Oh, okay, cool. So Brian comes back with 3 delicious bags of. Let's say you found a boar, which is very nice.
Okay.
Got yourself a straight up boar, and you also got a young deer, and 2 rabbits. We'll say you guys got 2 rabbits. So that's going to be. You're probably going to spend the rest of the night skinning those things and writing this in your diary.
Okay.
So, but you guys are going to eat tonight. That's going to be no problem. So, why don't you guys talk?
You're welcome.
Why don't you guys talk amongst yourselves while I figure out what's about to attack you?
Wait a minute.
Are we at an hour? Or?
About 5 minutes.
Okay. Well. Okay. We won't stop yet, listener.
Hey, are we back yet? I can't wait for us to be back. This is going to be really
No, we're
good.
back, Blake.
Oh, what? Huh?
You're
Oh, my
supposed to be-
God. Hey, while you guys are out,
Futzing around.
yeah, you start to notice that it's not just like cute little kitty puppy type stuff. There's actual dangerous things moving around. There's some. You're starting to your spider sense is tingling. And when I say spider sense, I mean large monster sense.
Well, we've got our meat. Let's head back. Are you saying this is by the camp or where we're at?
Yeah, maybe you guys might want to start heading back.
Yeah, we're heading back.
All right, let's head back. Do you remember what I had? I had a boar and what else?
A boar, a deer, and 2 rabbits. You can make a really good boar deer bit.
2 rabbits.
All right, so you guys start.
Rabbits.
2 rabbits, George.
Oh, here we go. This is the table. Hey, are there? Hey, Brian, did you
Yes.
see any good tribute bands lately?
No.
This is the part where you're supposed to make up some funny tribute bands.
Oh, okay.
Are we back at camp yet, or we're heading back?
You guys are heading back. Lyra, you finished setting up your traps.
No.
Winter has finished texting. You don't know who he's texting. He's been texting somebody this whole time.
Furiously texting.
Yeah, it's just getting kind of annoying. He's that guy that's always texting. So you start to as you guys are getting back to you figure you're within 100 yards of your clearing where you guys landed. You start to notice that there's some motion coming from sort of a couple of directions behind you, and it's sort of closing in.
Oh, God.
Well, let's pick up the pace.
That's all I'm saying. Okay, so you guys are starting to run back.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, just so we have more people with us.
Sure.
That being 2.
Okay. So as you guys, you're running back to this clearing, starting to pick up the pace, and whatever is in the clearing around you guys is starting to get a little. It's starting to get a little less graceful. It's trying to keep up with you. It's just sort of mushing through stuff. You guys break through the clearing, and you see Lyra and Winter sitting up there. You've by this time, you guys have a fire going. Because you're, I'm just assuming you guys are trying to stay warm, cook some stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
And making sure to steer clear of any snares.
Yeah, you know where the snares are. You guys are telepathic like that.
Nice.
You know, like Third Eye Blind. Have you guys ever seen those guys? They're like telepathic on stage. So as you guys break into the clearing, you sort of scramble out into the open a little bit, and you look back. And you see that there's leaves and stuff moving around. It comes up to the edge of the clearing and just sort of almost like it catches itself and stops. Whatever it is kind of stops.
Huh.
There's 2 of these things. When I say things, they're not human. There's not human shapes going on.
Right.
But they kind of stop at the clearing and then sort of back up. And you see them start to sort of
Go
you
around.
just see,
it.
you sort of get the feeling that these things are starting to kind of move around this clearing.
All right. What do we think they are?
I always assume it's something friendly.
Go hug.
Until I get a good look at it. I just want to be friends.
I'm going the other way.
Are they heading towards any of my snares?
I think I'm going to have to murder something.
No, I think what you would think is whatever was following these guys was bigger than what your snares would be able to handle. You were setting traps for, if a bulette would be too big for your snares. You're trying to just capture some food and
right.
and maybe set up like a string of cans or something.
I don't know why you need to denigrate my traps like this. My trap work is.
You make really crappy little
it's-
traps.
Yeah,
That's
my,
weird.
my
What
craps
the
are
fuck is with your
More like craps than traps.
fine. I take all my traps back and I walk out.
Hey. I say, hello. Anybody out there?
No, that's okay.
Hello?
I'm gonna hide in shadows, or I'm gonna attempt to hide in shadows.
No answer. Walking away or just around?
There's just movement. Crunch.
Okay, Blaine, I'm gonna try to hide in shadows.
I'm going to hide in shadows.
Do I hear any kind of animalistic breathing?
No, nothing. The shadows that you're hiding in, there's basically in your clearing. There's a few. You're sort of set up around some smaller trees, younger trees in the middle. You're not really in the woods proper. It's almost like a weird, like if you were looking at this from the top, this clearing is almost like shaped like an olive, and you guys are sort of in a little pimento hole of young trees where you've sort of set up a camp. That's got to
Could not be more confusing. Like
Olive.
You know what a
Pimento.
olive?
I guess the pimento
Yeah,
is on
it's like-
top.
let's say
Does it go all the way through? It's fine. It doesn't even actually matter. I just
It's an oval
That's
with a
not
smaller
an olive.
oval on the edge of it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
There you
yeah,
go.
like
See?
here's some trees. You guys are in there.
Yeah.
And
the pimento goes all the way through.
you guys were sort of in here hunting in the woods over here.
Uh-huh.
You came through, and whatever followed you is kind of going around the perimeter here.
Oh.
This is maybe a football fieldish right here.
Ooh.
Now it's a football
big.
field.
And over here, these are all woods, and down here is the coastline. This kind of goes down to the rocks.
Okay. Well,
And there's
yeah.
also a boardwalk, and there's some T-shirt shops, and a Planter's Peanut place where you can get some dry roasted
And
nuts.
weirdos on roller skates.
Yeah.
Well, I
chainsaw
didn't
jugglers.
make my percentage check for hiding in shadows anyway. So
So,
All right. Well, you guys are all sort of out. You're in the open under some trees at
right,
this
but I'm
at this point.
I'm a thief.
All right.
So okay.
Yeah, and you see by the look on Dag's face that and the fact that his sword is out and he looks a little concerned.
I blow my horn of blasting at them
whoa.
at one of the
Should we
shapes.
call it and fight these things
Oh.
next episode?
Yeah, let's do that.
Instead, I play a jaunty tune and I wait until next episode.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Can you smell?
The Rock is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Get there early so you can sit. Southwest.
I will be at the Brea Improv next Friday. And then in Brea, California. Yeah.
I will be at the Brea Tar Pits, sinking into the tar to be found eons from now by some naturalists.
And I got a bunch of gigs coming up in August. Boston Comedy Club, Seattle, and do I have Denver? No, but I got San Diego. A bunch of cool places. Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville. Are you going to Comic-Con?
Yes, I am.
And are you doing shows down there?
Doing At Midnight, your TV program.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
We had a great one tonight. Reggie Watts, Tom Lennon, and Weird Al Yankovic. It's probably already been on.
I like all those people.
Yeah, it was a great one.
All right, thanks, you guys.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com